Some people just walk into the room and instantly change the vibe. It's not just about stealing the spotlight, it's because of their strong and unshakable personality that commands respect. If you've ever noticed people seem a bit on the edge around you, guess what? You might be rocking an intimidating personality without even realizing it. So, let's dive in and uncover these signs. Number 1. People sometimes avoid you. You've probably noticed that some people shy away from engaging with you. It's not that they dislike you, it's just that your presence can be overwhelming. Your strength speaks for itself, and not everyone can handle that level of intensity. People might choose to steer clear because they sense you're not someone to mess with. Number 2. You speak your mind. Now, speaking of intensity, you don't sugarcoat things, and you don't hold back when you have something to say. You wear honesty like a badge of honor. While some may find it refreshing, others might feel uncomfortable, which only adds to your intimidating aura. When you speak, you mean it, and people know it. Number 3, you do not need attention. And that's part of your charm. You're not out there seeking validation or applause. You're confident enough in who you are that you don't need to be in the spotlight. This independence is powerful and can make others feel insecure, especially if they rely on external approval to feel validated. Your strength comes from within, and that makes you formidable. Number 4, you're not easily influenced. This inner confidence is why trends, peer pressure, or the opinions of others don't faze you. You stand firm in your beliefs, and that can be intimidating to those who are swayed by the crowd. You carve your own path, and others can either follow or get left behind. Your certainty in your choices sets you apart and gives you a quiet power. Number 5, you are unapologetically yourself. Now let's talk about authenticity. You don't try to mold yourself into what others expect. You're 100% you. Take it or leave it. And while that level of authenticity can be intimidating for people who are used to blending in, you don't feel the need to apologize for who you are. Those who appreciate you will stick around, and those who don't, well, they weren't meant to anyway. Number 6, you know what you want. Speaking of knowing who you are, there's no second guessing when it comes to your goals. You've got a clear vision and a direct approach to getting there. That certainty can catch people off guard. Most people waffle back and forth, unsure of what they want, but you walk into a room with purpose, and people can sense that. Number 7, you're not dependent, and that purpose fuels your independence. You don't rely on anyone for your happiness or success. Independence is your middle name, and you wear it well. Whether it's in your relationships, career, or everyday life, you handle things yourself. This self-sufficiency can make others feel like they're not needed, which can be unsettling for some. Number 8, you stick to your word. But that's not your problem. When you say you're going to do something, you follow through. No ifs, ands, or buts. And that's rare these days. People are used to hearing empty promises, but not from you. You stick to your word, no matter how tough it gets. This kind of reliability can make others feel inadequate, especially when they struggle with accountability themselves. Number 9, you're not afraid of confrontation. Now, let's face it, when things get tense, you don't shy away. While others tiptoe around conflict, you're the first to address it head-on. You're not out to start drama, but you won't let things fester either. It's not about being aggressive, it's about solving problems before they grow. But to some, that directness can be intimidating. Number 10, you dislike small talk. And speaking of directness, small talk, not your thing. You'd rather have a meaningful conversation than waste time on pleasantries. While others may enjoy chatting about the weather, you find it draining. You value depth over surface-level chatter, which can make people who thrive on small talk a little uneasy. Number 11, you're opinionated. But let's not confuse depth with stubbornness. You've got opinions, and you're not afraid to share them. Whether it's a hot take or just your honest thoughts, you speak your mind. Being opinionated isn't about forcing your views on others, it's about standing firm in what you believe. Number 12, you have high standards. Now, with those strong opinions come high standards. Let's be clear, your standards aren't just high, they're sky high. You don't settle, whether in your personal life or career. Some might call you picky or demanding, but you know what you deserve, and you won't compromise on that. Number 13, you're assertive. Finally, you know how to assert yourself without crossing the line into aggression. You speak up, take charge, and make decisions confidently. People listen when you talk because they know you mean what you say. While some see assertiveness as intimidating, you know it's just another form of leadership. So, do any of these sound familiar? If so, congratulations. You might just have that strong, intimidating personality people talk about. But remember, being intimidating doesn't mean being unkind. It just means you command respect. And that's a quality not everyone can handle. And it's over. And thanks for tuning in. See you next time.